Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Ugly Block Challenge. As always, I am Zade, and we're going to get right to it. Just again, quick recap of the rules. The Ugly Block Challenge is, of course, to make something awesome out of something that is normally not used, or at least used for that. So, of course, the rules are you must take this challenge in the default Minecraft resource pack. No cheating to make a nice fancy resource pack to make a block look different. No using mods, because mods can add things that make it easier and that defeats the whole purpose. And of course you may do this in survival or creative mode. That is completely up to you. So this week's challenge is to take gravel and make something fancy out of it. Now, most people may have just jumped to the same conclusion. There are going to be two exceptions to this challenge that you may not do. They do not count. You can have them as a part of your build, but they will not count as the feature. Of course, you have to feature this week's challenge. That means you can't just have one or two pieces of gravel. It's actually got to be a bit of a feature in your build, but it does not matter how you use it. It can be part of the ground, part of a building, part of a plant, whatever you want to do, but it has to be featured. It doesn't have to be the main block, it just has to be featured. There are two exceptions. I'm sure many of you have seen probably better looking versions of this. I just slapped this together really fast. Many people have made various versions of gravel pathways. It's been done way too many times. It's too easy. Some are fancier than others, but not allowed. Everyone does that. You'll also notice, especially in Minecraft World Generation, that underneath water, people use gravel. The game does it. At the bottom of the ocean, for example, a lot of people, you can put this maybe underneath a fountain or a stream, something like that. Too easy. Can't do that either. So anything but a pathway or just as underneath water. Of course, you can include these, but they will not count as your feature. So that is this week's challenge. Make something out of gravel that's not a pathway, not the bottom of some form of water. Alright? Okay, let's show you what I came up with. I just slapped together, I was going for kind of a bunker or a small fort or something along those lines. Didn't really quite decide what it was coming to, but I really like the look. Mostly just some stone bricks, and I liked the way the gravel kind of next to the stone brick, it almost looks like the gravel, because of its texture, is a little bit smaller. Like the brick almost pops out, like if you imagine looking at it this way. Of course it doesn't from here, but it almost seems like the gravel is in farther when you look at it from the front. So I thought I gave it a little bit of depth without actually giving it depth, which I thought was pretty cool. Threw in a few of the cracked stones just to break it up a little bit more. I really liked the way that looked, and then I was kind of trying to create barbed wire along the top, but it didn't work out, so I slapped some glass in, and it had a cool look, so I left that. And I also used gravel just as a few of the torches, and yeah, so it's kind of just like a little fortress, and I honestly really like this wall. I may include this in a survival build somewhere pretty soon, actually, so very cool. I really like what I came up with here, but I am curious to see what the rest of you can come up with now. I made a little fortress, and I would like to see what you can do. So, your challenge is, of course, as always, to take gravel, and of course, in the exception, apparently a horse spawned in over here. Alright, take gravel, don't make a pathway, don't make something underneath the water. I mean, like just as the bottom of the water, and make something out of gravel that looks sweet. And once you're done, if all you can do is take some screenshots, that's fine. Take some screenshots, upload them on the internet somewhere, and tweet them at me. I would love to see them. I will absolutely share them with everyone else. Or, if you're a little fancier, go ahead, make a quick little video showing what you have done so that we can all take a look at that. And of course, finally, if you have any suggestions for future challenges, please leave them in the comments section below, and know that even if I don't use them next week, I do keep track of all the suggestions that I get, and I may use them in the future. Alright, that's it for this week. I am now going to wait and see what you all can do with gravel. Thank you for watching as always, and of course, special thanks to everyone who has contributed to the challenge in any way, whether ideas or actually taking part in the challenge itself. Thank you very much to all of you. Signing off. Have a great week, everyone. Show me your gravel builds. See ya. Bye-bye.